Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Victory at Sea Atlantic, episode number 3 now, in our first look mini-series. This is probably the last episode, and I fully plan to make it into research. I'd like to see that myself, at least, selfishly. So what we're going to do is I'm going to auto-resolve, but not really. I'm going to Tortuga resolve all the ASW combats, like this one I just did here. So that's what I plan to do. Any other ASW stuff, I'm just going to cut the camera and show you the result, which is a foregone conclusion in the current way combat is implemented. Now, I don't want to be too negative about this game because it is early access. And you know what? Thinking back on it, I've always had a very positive experience with the developers, the designers, everyone. James is the person I've interacted with, and you know, they've never been nothing but pleasant. So I have no reason to really, surely I have no reason to malign anybody on the team. Yeah, I think that we can just all agree that some of the combat needs some work. And we're interested in seeing, I'm already...
Enemy fleet spotted.
I'm already interested in what's going on with, okay, what do we got? Ooh. Okay, so this is different. This is, oh my. Oh yes. So we're about to see the other side of things, which is surface combat. And I don't know if it's going to be as it goes. I hope it doesn't go poorly, because we've already seen the ASW side of things. I'm nervous to get into it, but let's do that. So we're going to release our spotters, but hopefully move towards these guys. Now you would think that with 2 battleships, 1 heavy cruiser, 3 light cruisers, and 2 destroyer escorts, that we would be more than a match for 1 destroyer and 1 heavy cruiser. In fact, we will see. Alright, so auto-resolve should also be a victory for us, but I've found auto-resolve is very inconsistent. I can't give I've never fought this exact, but maybe as a... I did auto-resolve something where I had a heavy cruiser and a battleship, and they had a battleship and 3 destroyers. This is actually the first playthrough I ever did, the tutorial version of it, for just like the very first minutes of gameplay to get dip my toe in the water.
Visibility moderate. We have smooth seas.
And it was not good. It went poorly. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to fight at maximum range of our battleships, and this is where the spotter mechanic really comes in. This, War on the... sorry, not War on the Sea. That's another game, but Victory at Sea has this mechanic where they do... And this is not completely, you know, foreign to history, but they have this... so, you know, the way spotting works is there's a spotter, right? And almost always that spotter's on your ship telling you, okay, hey, look, we saw that fall. It had this color dye, which means it's ours, and hey, you know what? It was... 100 meters short. They can also do that from an airplane and just, contact you. By the way, that your shell whoever just fired, they were 100 meters short. I don't think it ever became common practice because it was just too much, right? It's so easy to miscommunicate, and I don't think that. I guess it just wasn't effective because it didn't get put into widespread use. Probably also because, when do you ever going to have a spotter overhead, and then also with radar guidance? That's what I was going to get to. Obviously, that became a moot point. Anyway, but we are going to take advantage of it. We do have our squadron beer for battleship. And we have our heavy cruisers, which will be our follow-up. The destroyer escorts are just going to stay the heck out of combat because they'll get destroyed. So we have our spotter, who's going to have visibility and just going to loiter. But we want our battleships as far forward as possible, honestly, not because the spotting range is going to be good, but because we want to make sure that they don't escape. I suspect that these guys are going to just kind of turn tail and run. And for that same reason, you know what, I'm going to put my heavy cruiser towards the front. My light cruisers, we'll put them maybe just a little bit not to the front. If worse comes to worse, we'll just kind of make a beeline for the fleeing ships. Okay. Now we're into actual surface combat. Let's see what our range is. It's almost there. Right click. Go to the Valiant. It should be the same exact range, and it is. So we want these guys to open up the speed, and they are. Visibility's not great. Alright, so these guys are just going to open up the speed, which is, unfortunately for them, like 24. So not great. If the enemy tries to run away, they might be able to do just that. Our spotter walrus, I think we want them to just... first of all, let's have them gain some altitude. So let's unpause, gain altitude, and then I want them to just loiter. Not land on sea, basically the opposite. There it is, loiter. Have them loiter, that would be great. Gain some altitude while you're loitering. They are coming in right now, and I will say that there's no... It's kind of difficult to land a shot manually. Harder for me, at least, than it was in Victory at Sea Pacific, and I don't know if that's an improvement in gameplay because it's harder, so that's kind of good. Probably it is an improvement, just because, though, the enemy is deadly accurate. So, you know, from that perspective, it's not great. My only big fear is that they have the same range, so we definitely outrange them. My big fear is that they're going to have almost the same range as our battleships, and then they're going to do some terrible things. Let's get these guys into column formation and send them north, just to prepare. The opposite for our destroyer escorts is going to go to column formation. They're going to head south. Heavy cruiser is in the south, so that's the one we want to focus our battleships on. Just give them the order to attack
Fire at will.
that guy. But we also want them to actually go into line formation and head this way, because we want them to open up, obviously, the broadside. So let's get them to do that. For it should almost be time for them to open up, right? We do have them allowed to fire at will. So, if I'm not mistaken, I am mistaken. I can't remember if you can fire. Yeah, we just gotta manually go over there. Maybe I can just double click. Alright, there it is. So now we can, technically we can just open up on these guys. Maybe I'll fire a warning shot. Mainly I wanted them to recenter the turret. Alright, it's firing. Let's see how long that takes to travel. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Did I miss it? Surely it can't take that long. Well, let me just reselect these guys. We don't want them in line, we want them in column. That was the mistake. Get them to engage. But they should know better than to engage directly on. I don't think they do. Alright, just show me that you're firing and I'll be very happy. Are they at range yet? Oh, I hear them. Oh, that's them firing, dang it! Why are they firing and we are not? That's not correct, right? Tell me that the Admiral Hipper does not outrange battleships in this game. Okay, that's her last known. I think we can kind of guess where she is. I did hear gunfire, right? Am I not mistaken? She got hit! The Admiral Hipper outranges the Queen Elizabeth? What? Is that can't be right. Admiral Hipper must have 11-inch guns. 11-inch guns, right? I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Now you know why I don't feel bad at all when I play as the submarines and I just obliterate them. It's like with much pleasure. Very pleasurable to take revenge upon them. This is why our spotter's not loitering at all. They're retreating. It's not what we want. Go and detect them. So we have a fire. They repairing our turret. How did they outrange us? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Well, that's right. This is why you must get the Richelieu. You must abandon everything, every other ship except for the Richelieu. It's the only ship that matters. I think we even have radar, but apparently not detecting them yet. Almost in radar range. Okay, there we go. Are you guys... You're both your weapon... Well, look at... Turn more. And then we'll get your broadsides going at least. Okay, there we go. There's your starting fire. And hopefully the Valiant as well.
Breaking formation.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely firing at us. Anybody else taking damage so far? I'm not sure what these guys are doing. And you? Are you doing anything? Alright. Yeah, they are definitely like outranging us, I guess you could say. Let's see if we're actually going to hit them. Is their destroyer firing? Oh, are we aiming for their destroyer? Because that would be, like, not ideal, I would say. I would say very much not ideal. Maybe I should take control of one. I mean, they're so accurate against me, I don't want to do this. Now we're getting close. Apparently the Queen Elizabeth has been hit again, though. Alright, we finally did a little splash pea shooter hit on them. Alright, we got a nice hit. There it is. Engineering is it. Fantastic. Alright. Well, as long as we win this battle, all will be forgiven. I think she's trying to retreat. Okay, she took more hits, secondary weapons, crippled, light guns, catapult damaged. I mean, I like what I'm seeing. The Queen Elizabeth herself is now pretty... I mean, it's more significantly damaged, maybe down to like 80%. I mean, you have to say it. It is kind of like hit points, isn't it? We don't manage to... Oh, she got hit again. Oh man, she's really getting hit. Alright, well, we need you to just charge at these guys now. Go and attack. You only have 2 front... I mean, you're only a 3-turret ship anyway. Queen Elizabeth, look it. I would not want to lose you, and you're already down to half health, so just retire from battle. And we'll get the Valiant to hopefully pick up the pieces here and move on. How are they doing, though? Their heavy cruiser is... I mean, it's not in great shape. We just need to land something. Oh, so close. And because we're turning away, that should also ruin their angle. Now you know what I mean about surface combat, man. The Germans, they just outrange us every time. They out-destroy us. It just makes me so mad. 2 battleships versus... I even had 2 battleships versus 1 battleship in another battle. I'm just embarrassed to say that I lost that one. It was the same situation, actually. It was these 2, but not against the Admiral Hippers, but against the Gneisenau. And we lost that. They took out both. Which is very disappointing. Alright, get out of here. Maximum speed. Now, we do have repair points we can use. I don't think we need to use any repair points. I don't want to use any repair points on secondary guns, that's for sure. Alright, we finally sank her, so now it's just everybody in the world, focus on the destroyer. And probably at this point we could have the Queen Elizabeth contribute again. Alright, you guys make your move, top speed. What is going on? 3? Why a speed of 3? What's going on? What?
Breaking formation.
What am I looking at here? Tell you what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at what I want to look at. Look at, just go. Just these ding-dongs. I don't know what they're doing. Just freaking go, please. Alright, move over here. Yeah, you're 33 knots. This destroyer is going to be faster. Honestly, what we'll do at this point is just auto-resolve. It says, why no? Why is auto-resolve a no? Retreat is yes, auto-resolve is no. I don't know that. I don't understand why. Are these light cruisers just not going to do anything the whole time? Oh, they're starting to go. Got some movement. You know what? Let's just auto-resolve. Close defeat? Close to... Excuse me? In what world is this a defeat? Well, I mean, actually, they did cripple Battleship. It kind of is a defeat. Alright, we will, well, we'll detach her. The only problem is that port... You can't put them in a port for safety.
Enemy fleet spotted.
Yeah, so they get a big jump on you. I think I'll just have my ASW patrol go and attack them. These guys, why don't we just go into this port? Well, let me do it this way. Queen Elizabeth is going to detach with, you know, just by herself. Just go into this port. We'll probably end up... What? There we go. Is that not a port that we can use? Fleet's docked. Well, it's a city. Okay, we do want a port. You're right. I stand corrected. This might be the best port to go to. Well, I'm actually going to go to this port because we'll probably defend it better. Anyways, let's catch up with these guys and let's see what happens in just a pure auto-resolve situation. It's 5-1. I would expect that we would just destroy them. And we did. Okay, we got light damage and everyone else was not damaged. So that was like the right thing to do. ASW patrol, you guys can go and dock here as well. And then Force 2 is going to hold the line basically against this area. ASW patrol 2, we will have you guys guard the entrance over here. And unfortunately Force 2 will be pretty far away, but oh, I don't know. Hopefully that's fine. Have you guys repaired or refueled? So this, I think, might be the number of reloads. We have 1 reload. We have 0. So how do I tell you guys to rearm? Dock, move, defend, submerge. No. We don't want you to submerge. We want you to dock. To resupply at Peterhead. I mean, that's what we want. Exactly. Resupply. I don't know. Maybe it'll work this time, maybe not. Let's go up to 25x or 100x or whatever. I want to make some progress in the strategic side of things. So, let's try to do that. We know that there's another fleet that went this way. I don't know where. Somebody delivered their cargo to Plymouth. Oh, look at that. 25 food, 25 supplies, food, supplies. So Convoy Dawn is automatically going back, which is great. Force 2 is now here, parking themselves in a nice place. This spotter is on a death wish. But I think we're in good shape. So strategic-wise...
We have encountered the enemy.
Oh, okay. Well, this is also fine for us. This is one that I will cut away for. Well, that one was actually a little bit more dramatic. We didn't take any damage, but we had to dodge 2 torpedoes, one of which... It was very, very close. So that was some nice tension, but ultimately the result is the same. And that is the one we just took out, so we're back up to 100x, maybe, hopefully. Again, I would love to see what this strategic side of things has to offer, and I think we're building this now. Yeah, we're 2 days into that, which means we're probably only 2 days left on the research labs and, well, and basically everything else.
Enemy fleet spotted.
Oh gosh, what do we have this time? A submersible? Well, prepare yourselves here for another break.
We have encountered the enemy.
Yep. And another success story. Alright. This was also really tight. One of my tankers almost got destroyed, but a little bit of dodging went a long way, and that is what saved us. So, good. Yeah, let's see how many days left or whatever. Let's just look up one of the research labs. That's what I'm most interested in. 2 days. I think it was like the 23rd. So just need to get to the 30th. Okay. We can do it. Every submarine we sink is
We have
one
encountered
less.
the enemy.
Although, spotter, I'm going to auto-resolve that. Wait a second. A spotter? Well, that's, I can tell you, not good. Okay, the spotter's way over here, though. The heavy cruiser that was near us has been sunk. Okay, the spotter, I mean, this is actually interesting. Which way is this guy going? Because now I think we actually have to pay attention. It's going pretty far. So I guess we have to suspect that there's some kind of fleet over here. Unless this is the spotter from the dead heavy cruiser just making its, last run. Well, since the spotter's not coming back this way, I guess that is not from a fleet to the south. Must be a fleet to the north. We do have the means of pursuing them. We do have Force 2, which I wouldn't mind having a little bit further to the west anyway, so that they don't accidentally launch their aircraft over French territory. Not really where I want us to spot, and then they are likely to get destroyed. But I do want to be close enough to react to, any potential attack on Plymouth.
We have encountered the enemy.
Here we go again. Let's auto-resolve this. That was this one, right? Okay, which way are they going this time? Went back that way. And another spotter. Well, all roads are pointing this direction. Let's investigate. We only have one battleship, but... And this is where micromanaging would be good. We could micromanage, and I haven't done it in this game yet, so just forgive me if this doesn't work, but I really want you to go explore this instead. And we'll have you come back and land if you need to. We'll be keeping an eye on that. But let's see if we can't get some information. Oh, looks like they're further this way. Okay, no, it looks like they're further this way. We're about to lose distance, so... Wait. Is that your range? Oh. Well, you have plenty of range then. Yeah, go check that out. I see. When you right-click, it's how much you'll have when they get there. Yeah, I mean, I don't see them. I'm going to have them go land.
Returning home.
Good. I think that you should go this way. They just moved out of this area. Okay, let's move that way then.
We have encountered the enemy.
Okay, let me see on map. Where is this happening? It is happening over there. Auto-resolve. We destroyed it. Tomboy Edward. I mean, this is a total mystery to me. But let's go this way. I'm still convinced that maybe it's that way. Okay, this is the exciting part of this game, and it was always very good about this in terms of Victory at Sea Pacific. The carrier cat and mouse game, that is so fun. So we're having the spotters, trying to predict where the enemy is, not knowing where they are, getting it wrong constantly. That's fun to me. It's a lot of fun. So I don't know where you're going, but can I retask you to go down here? Good old Convoy Don would like to know if they're heading into some trouble. Good old Convoy Don, after bringing us plenty of food and supplies and everything else. So you can see that the amount of food and supplies you're going to make by building factories is just negligible compared to the amount you get from convoys. And I believe that there's a way to build more convoys, although I don't know how to do it yet. So it's probably something I need to play around with more off camera. You know what? Let's just go ahead and move back and let me just give the land
Returning
order.
home.
There's nothing here, though. I mean, I don't know how big the spotting radius is, but does not look like there was anything here, so I'll send them back to
Returning
land.
home.
We know that Convoy Edward took out one. I don't know. It's hard to say where we're expecting to find these guys, but I do love the automatic spotting, launching, and all that going on. Okay, so we have one. It looks like we lost. Yeah, we did lose our spotter here. I think that's not something we're going to want to replace anyways. We'll have only one school and we'll get all the rest as Hawker Hurricanes to prevent, to do, basically to do air intercept. Okay, so we got 840 more people. I'm not sure what the bonus plus 42 means. Maybe that's from convoys delivered. We have no agents or anything like that. So, how is is it still 2 days left on our research facilities? Only 1 day. Very excited about that. We'll even look forward to getting more of them. Alright, now Force 2 is pretty far out there. Don't want to get too far away from our forces that we're trying to have defended. Oh, they're just getting to port now. Okay, so you're in port and I see repairs underway. Very good. Did these guys ultimately get resupplied? We left them in here for, quite a long time. No. Why is that 0? What is going on? Am I crazy? Maybe that doesn't mean reloads. It's a number that I cannot click on though, so it looked informational and not like a toggle like the depth on the depth charges. But if you can't, this is a shipyard. Is there something I need to do to okay. Construct ships and submersibles. It's got 4 dry docks. It's got some commission speed, health, and armor associated with it. The game has like a lot of interesting statistics. Things that I'm not sure how to use. I'm not sure, I'm not sure if they're going to be implemented even. Is there a way... So you're level 3. I don't know what that means either. You're only level 2. And you guys are both S-class? Yeah. So Shark has gotten to level 3. I suppose that's probably meaning the crew level. Experience, basically. I just don't understand what this 1 means, and I guess the only way to find out is we'll leave them in there for 1 more day. After that, I'm taking them out because they're not ideally positioned. Submersible Patrol 2 is not in a bad shape to actually go and support Plymouth even. Though more and more I'm beginning to suspect that this was just some people. They're still. Let's just pursue them. Where's this guy going? Just follow him. It worked at Midway, it might as well work here. Alright, well, they disappeared right over there, so, head that way. Well, they disappeared right about here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe visibility is very bad. Oh, see, they went off in a different direction now. You're missing them. You're not finding them, Mr. Walrus. You need to find them. I love this, cat and mouse game, but boys, it can be very frustrating too. In fact, that's actually part of the charm, is that it's frustrating. We're just going to pursue the spotters. I know nothing else to do. They're really leading us on a wild goose chase, though. Alright, you come back and land. We got another one picking up the Chase, where you left off. Was that a noise? Did I start to hear somebody doing something? I mean, we're at 16 next the whole time, so stuff's happening. It would make sense for them to have gone northwest of Ireland. But how much further are we chancing this? Yeah, I'm okay with that. All right, well, it was a fun run while it lasted. Let's move you guys back in. Probably what we should do is just break up these submersible groups into groups of 2. They won't be able to get like the full 4-way kill like they did previously, so maybe they're actually stronger in numbers. In fact, I guess the most important ship is not the Richelieu we're building, but just maybe just spam some more of these submarines. Man, they're really good. All right, we have research. All right. This is good. Okay. I have not seen this before. I'm going to pause the game and just look at things for a second so I don't have to just spend all my time just looking at what we're looking at here. Yeah, this is super cool. I knew that this would be cool. At least I knew it would appeal to me. So it looks like it's actually a tech tree. It's not just one-off things. So there's a bunch of aircraft we can research playing as Great Britain. You're going to look at these and say a lot of those are American. Yes, you have to unlock allied planes to get the American planes over here. Research Bolton Paul Defiant. Bolton Paul Defiant Interceptor. Okay, well, you can get the Spitfire. You just need the wind tunnel for that. Then from the Spitfire, you can go to the Seafire. You can also get, I mean, there's a lot of allied planes here. I'm not sure what the performance is, so I haven't looked at any of the stats. Looks like this one's going to take 9.33 days to research. I guess, is that based on us having 2 research places? Because you know me, I'm going to start unlocking every research facility I can to get all this up and running. I'm very excited about this. The one thing I did not see is, what's the level 2 power plant? That is probably what we need as a high priority. Develop a high capacity, provides additional power. It's probably just 1 extra power per, but that still seems to me like a good thing. Yeah, and look at this, laboratory level 2. Requirement, power level station level 2. Okay, well, perfect. That's going to fit nicely. Getting better cities. More recruits. The usual best way to play this is to get the economy going, right? But, I mean, anyway, this is really cool. And what are we going to do with the B-29 Super Fortress, though? I mean, is this a game about strategic bombardment? B-29s did not even really get used in the European theater. There's no B-17 either. It didn't, just jumped right to the B-29. Why? It's a lot of design decisions. Honestly, it'd be great to sit down and have a nice chat with the designers. What was the motivation for this? It doesn't seem to make any sense that a lot of these aircraft are just, I mean, the B-25 maybe, but not, B-24 would be probably the more appropriate. But yeah, why is the B-29 here, not the B-17? Why do we have these Helldivers and the Corsairs? These, I'm pretty sure the Corsair didn't see action in Europe either, but I don't know anything, so take everything I say with a big grain of salt. The Avenger didn't. The Hellcat did. A lot of these aircraft, maybe these are just because they did it for victory at Sea Pacific. All right, I don't want to. But the whole thing is very cool, and this is the thing I wanted to look at and didn't really. So this is bomb damage 3, dogfight straight to 33. They're saying the Wildcat can dogfight as good as a Hawker Hurricane. I'm not sure many people would agree with that assessment. Even the Hellcat being a little bit better. Seems like it's a tall task. This one, I mean, that's pretty good. You need allied planes, wind tunnel, and the Wildcat to get it, though. So maybe not so good. This needs a Ferry Barracuda, which needs just 1 level 2 airfield. Okay. And what are your stats? Because now we're looking at the Ferry Barracuda. This is a torpedo bomber or a dive bomber. Dive bomber, interesting. Dogfight strength, not great, but bomb damage, very, very good. Obviously, the torpedo side of it is spectacular. Very useful. I find that aircraft usually get shot down pretty close to the enemy ships. So torpedo bombers have a pretty big advantage that they can launch from a little bit further away. That's a big benefit. Okay, so we're not going to launch, or we're not going to look at any of these. Let's just look at the Spitfire. Dogfight strength of 33. Why lower range than the Hawker Hurricane and the same dogfight strength? So what's the advantage of this? We also get over to the Seafire, which also does not have better stats. Is it just for fun that you're unlocking these? I'm not really sure. What about the Corsair? This one has 67 dogfight strength. I mean, these are going to be interesting when you're putting them on carriers, but land-based aircraft, I'm a little surprised they're not just already dominant over those. Okay, let's look at the ships. We have the Bathurst, and this is what I want to see. I want to see the ships list that we have here. I would love to see, this is interesting, I've never even looked at this, but I would love to see this, oh shoot, so it's not a research thing. I see, they changed it. You actually have to click on the research facility then. It's, you know, in the tutorial they showed it popping up here as a different icon for research. You click on that. But maybe it's just each research center does its own thing. Anyway, so I would love to see a place where you can get access to all the stats without having to go to the shipyard. Because, I mean, I guess that going to the shipyard is also okay, except for we couldn't build the York yet, because here it is. Once you unlock a research station, at least you can view this. But this is the York that we couldn't see before. Couldn't build her before, but now we can at least see what her stats are. Anyway, I mean, this is all. I love this aspect of it, but not also totally crazy about everything here. This has got 2 depth charges, 3 AA. But you do like the AA on a Corvette. That's pretty good. Got the motor launch. This is funny. But with the torpedoes, it could be protect. I mean, actually, with the laser accuracy of gunfire in this game, those torpedo boats don't stand a chance. This is the Group 1 variant of the Queen Elizabeth. Then we can get the Group 3 variant. But no other really... I mean, look at it. We can really go down the research tree and get higher motor torpedo boats. The Ruler. We need the Bogue. Where is the Bogue? Where's the Bogue? Bomb? Bogue? Not sure what's going on here. So yeah, maybe this is still also early access and development type stuff. I did look at the advanced radar stuff, so it doesn't look like any of the radars are going to give you surface detection, which is a little disappointing. So this allows you to track multiple targets at the same time. I guess this will allow you to detect more than just maybe the closest aircraft or the first aircraft to come into range. This helps with intel security, which I would like. And then we have radar stations upgraded to level 2. I guess that's longer range. Colossus is more intel security. And then level 3, I suppose this is even longer. But none of them give us any kind of surface detection, so it doesn't seem like as important as I was hoping it would be. This is obviously like a no-brainer, is to move into the industry stuff first. I mean, a no-brainer if you're Tortuga. Let's go ahead and start researching this. There's 9 days remaining. Now let's see what happens if I go over to the other research center. Aha. Going to any of them does the same thing. Now if I research something else, let's say farm, it's queued. Okay. Alright, that's fair enough. So we can cancel it or not, but let's go ahead and build more research facilities then, because this is very exciting to me. I'm quite happy about this. Get that. And even one more. Iceland's going to become like our secret... Oh, can't get one up here. Iceland was going to become our secret research facility stuff. You look like you took damage? No, it was just a trick of the eyes. But everyone's kind of full up, so like despite the fact that I want to do the research that we just selected, one might make a very compelling argument that we'll need more power stations. Okay, well, we have enough space for power stations. Let's just build those directly first, and then we can worry about upgrading power stations maybe a little bit later. So 2 there. I think we'll get another one here, especially if there's a lot of space available. I feel like we'll be able to take advantage of the extra space at some point. So building the extra power station makes sense to me. Okay, like this one does not make sense to get a second power station. We'll just get this guy upgraded once, and that'll be that. This one only has 3 more. I'm also a little bit on the fence about that. 3 there. This one makes sense. Let's get another power station here. And this one, I guess it also makes sense, but we're still building. Actually, we're only at 2 out of 3 with that one, so we can build another one here. Another building there before we do anything. The intelligence station. So here we go. We also get this. Intel strength right now is 7. We can put 5 on security and maybe 2 on espionage. So this will give us good defense. We'll put it to 4 and espionage 3. So this will give us a little bit of intel, but at least we're focused on security so that nothing bad happens to us, I guess, or that it's maybe preventing them from getting the espionage. But yeah, so we are able to build one more thing. This is got 2 out of 3. What would we want here for the fourth and final building? I think we'll just select, oh man, could get an AA placement. How much do these, I wonder how much range these guys have. Like we're out of power, we need the power first. Is it worth building these? I don't know. And I don't see like a heavy air campaign coming out of the Germans either. So we're building that. We have this, which now we need to actually pause. So we can start, I mean, that was unpausing, my mistake. Let's build 2 of these at least. And one's good. Let's just build that much for now. That's actually plenty of work for these guys to do. So that'll give us some ability to respond in this area. And now we can kind of defend our own port, which is nice. Yeah, again, the intelligence is done. Well, anyway, I'm liking what I see with the research side of things. I just love strategic games, especially if there's research involved, tech trees I can climb. Oh my goodness, ticks a lot of the right boxes for me. I guess we need to go up in speed though, so there's not a whole lot else. Oh, you know what? This is another place that it only has 2 powers. So let me pause this real fast. We need to get. What are we missing here? I still think we're a little short on food, so let's get another farm here. And then after that we can maybe get another power station too, so then we'll have just 2 level 1 power stations. We'll power everything. Makes sense to me. So let me actually just put that down. I think that's what I'll end up doing. Build another power station right here. And those are the next 2 buildings for that. This one only has 3 available, so in my head I think that we could go tier 3 power plant will give us 2 more. That's only 2 more. We might need an extra one anyway. I don't know if upgrades for buildings require more power. So, yeah. Again, I'm not really sure. We probably did. I guess it's just the safe thing to do is to build a second power plant here. When there's only 3 left, it's a little painful to do because you're only going to get 2 power out of the last power station. Well, we can always bulldoze it, destroy it if it doesn't end up being what we want. Same situation here. I think it's more of a no-brainer to get the power. Yeah, we'll put it right there. So we're at max. Getting that one already. Yeah, so this is the same situation. I guess we just have to do it. And build one here. Cool. I mean, I do like this strategic side of it. I really do. Strikes me as another place where we're going to want another power plant. Okay. I still don't know what we're going to want to move closer and closer to them with, but right now the submarine patrols is how we control the Straits of Dover. A little bit further even. Have we built something in everywhere? I think we have, right? Up here in Iceland, we're building another power plant first. No. That first and then another power plant. This one's power plant and then probably a lab after that. But the power plants do take 9 days. So we're expecting quite a long time before some of these get turned around. Still didn't decide on what to put here. Yeah, it's tough because it's not the one at the front. It's a farm or a factory. Those are safe bets. So we're actually starting to look a little bit lower on supplies. I wouldn't mind putting a factory here. Alright, I'll do it. Okay, well, let's go back up to speed. And these guys are docked, but you know what? Because I can't get them to do anything. I mean, as far as rearming goes, we'll just put them over here and just have them prepared to intercept anybody who's trying to sneak by. Convoys are still running, so after all those submarines went down, they're making their runs, which I'm happy to see. Because our objectives are to actually accrue quite a stockpile of things. And they're delivering, which is good. And we're starting to zip along now that all the submarines have been cleared out. And I saw a spotter over here. Yeah, there's definitely something over here. They get so far away that they start engaging over by the Americas. It's going to be hard to track them down. It'll be a real pain. So honestly, one thing we could do as well, and probably would be nice to do, would be, pause real fast while I think about this, building an aircraft carrier as well. We're still at 72 days available, until available there. But we aren't building anything in the queue here. And it looks like Queen Elizabeth, I suppose she is. I think she's being slowly repaired. We don't yet have enough, what? Food. Okay, so food it is. Food is one of the limiters. We knew that. Oops. And 200 is as fast as this game will go. We're trying
Enemy
to take out that.
Spotted.
Oh. Vessels? One light cruiser. Well, this is one aspect of the game we haven't... Oh god, I didn't get anything yet. Well, we'll still get the Hawker Hurricanes first. But then we want a Skua. And then another Hawker Hurricane. Yeah. And then getting those airfields built up, I think that'll be important too. But nothing we can do... Wait, not true. There is something we can do about this one. Yes, indeed. I want these guys in a role for... Okay, hold on. Let me try to pause this real fast. I want you guys in a different role. How do I get you in a different role? I mean, I could always take the Hurricanes out and do the bombing mission too. It's only one light cruiser. These guys have such long range. Let's test them out. Okay. So here we go. Let's see how this works. Vic formation. This will be the last thing we'll do. We'll just have this little bombing attack go off.
We have encountered the enemy.
Let's see how it works compared to my experience with Victory at Sea Pacific.
Visibility moderate. We have smooth seas.
Alright, well we can just start right on top of them apparently. I would like to start coming from the rear. Makes it a little bit harder to miss.
General quarters. General quarters.
Alright, now we're pretty high up. We may want to actually dive. Oh god, she's got some kind of ASW. I mean, AA. Dual purpose? It's a little early for that, isn't it? I want to drop my bombs. I think I can do it this way. We got him! What did we do? How did we do it? What happened to us? It was exciting, but no damage, yes! And the Nuremberg here took some damage. Alright. So let's maybe just run that back one more time. Obviously, what are you guys doing over there? Well, go land, I guess.
Sending home.
Okay, you're landing now, but let's also give our... Are you guys going to make it? Teleported quite far from where you were supposed to be. Okay, so let's try to give our Hawker Hurricanes a chance as well. There must be a way you can load up a different loadout, right? Bomb loadout versus interceptor loadout. Anyway, let's... If it worked with...
We have encountered the enemy.
If it worked with 3 skuas, let's see how it works with these Hawker Hurricanes, which supposedly have even more bomb damage. Alright. We start the battle. We tell them to go down. Attack this. Have them bomb. Oh, we're a little bit far away. They're still shooting at my other aircraft. That's funny. So I guess what we want to do is evade. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that did not do much. Alright, so the skuas are the way to go. Skuas are definitely the way to go. No damage, though. We took, maybe just did a little bit of damage to the Nuremberg. Well, I'm glad that we got the skua. Oh my god, what are they doing over there? And look, we're actually being engaged, but we'll let them come after us because we're just heading home now. Still, I think this was an interesting little preview of the game. I'm not sure if I'll do another episode. Probably not, but maybe I will. I'm curious to see a little bit more of the game myself, so maybe people are too. Yeah, just let me know if you'd like to see another one or not, but even if I see a lot of positive feedback about this one, I might still just call this series to a close and then bring it back in, a month or two, just see how development goes. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Until the next one, take care.